Hey, so I just wanted to review what your choices look like for the week of energy, that week of the 20th through 24th. I wanted to take a look at the choice board separate from the actual lesson part, just so you kind of know what options you're looking at and what kind of things you're looking at. So just kind of you capable of reading potential and kinetic energy choice board. All these projects are worth up to 20 points. So this week, all about potential and kinetic energy. I am not going to read every single word on that page. You only need to do one of the activities in the choice board. We'll go through what those activities look like in just a second. And then if you need practice or you want assistance, obviously you can reach out to me as your teacher, or there's a brief practice thing that I put as a study guide at the top. It's just 4 questions, just kind of specifically looking at potentially kinetic energy. So if you were to click on this Google form, the practice or the study guide, it's going to give you these 4 pictures and ask you if it is potential, kinetic, or both. And the Google form will actually give you the feedback of what the correct answer is. So let's say that I am trying to label this cat here, and I say, it's both. I'm just making stuff up. Actually, I'll just make up a different kind of energy. It's phone energy. Okay. So I put that in, and then the answer will tell me, you know, yes, it is phone energy. Good job with an explanation, or no, it's actually computer energy with an explanation. Those aren't even options for you. You guys know me. I give stupid answers on purpose sometimes. So that's your practice portion. And then this is just a hyperdoc. You're used to these. We've seen these in class. So your choice board is just a hyperdoc this time. Choice one, choice two, choice three, choice four. You only have to do one of them. Just kind of making that clear again. The first two are both quizzes. They're a Google form quiz. They're going to look something like this. Let's see if I can get this come up. It'll look something like this. You'll put in your name. You'll select which class you're a part of, either Miss Harness or my own, and what class period. And the questions are below that. There's a mix of multiple choice and fill in the blank answers on those 2 quizzes. The potential and kinetic energy quiz, as you can see at the bottom with our need to know here, you're going to need to know the kinetic energy formula, which is half the mass times the velocity squared. You're going to need to know joules, which is the actual measurement that we use for energy, kinetic energy or potential energy. You want to know gravity. And I'm going to review those things in the lesson, but just to kind of touch on it here, gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared. That's the acceleration of gravity towards Earth. So you want to be familiar with those concepts. For choice two, the kinetic versus potential energy quiz, you're comparing. You're not selecting one versus the other. You're doing a comparing. You're going to need to know the difference between the two and be able to label examples of potential energy and kinetic energy. All of that, of course, covered in the lesson. Just kind of wanted to touch on it. Choice three, you're looking at examples of potential kinetic energy around your house. There's a link here that reminds you what the types of energy are, but you're just doing a photo collage or a short video with at least 3 from each category and a grand total of 12 of kinetic and potential energy going around the house, either taking a little selfie video like this or taking pictures and putting it in like Google Slides or a Google Doc and sharing that back out as your assignment. That's what you're looking at for that one. This last one, you get to design a lab. So you can do something where you actually show the relationship between potential and kinetic energy. And a lab procedure template down here, and then a lab report template. So the lab procedure template looks just like this. All you do is make a copy of this of your own, delete this teal section, and then anywhere you see green, you change it to describe how you're going to actually do the lab. And then for the other one, the lab report, when you finish your lab, you're going to actually go ahead and click on this one. Same thing. Take out the teal, make a copy of it, delete the teal, and then change all the green to your own answers. Leave it highlighted in the green so that I can see where you put your answers. That is what you're looking at for your test for this unit for this week. And again, it's out of 20 points. You don't need to do anything off the other choice boards. It's all off of here. Just doing one of those options by Friday to get that turned in. If you have any questions, obviously reach out. Best of luck.